Hi, welcome back to my channel, or welcome. You're probably new, so welcome. So today, I was gonna do some like super sultry Valentine's Day get ready with me, but there's been a lot of stuff going on in my life, so I'm not really feeling throwing on like full glam type makeup, just not feeling it. I'm still gonna do like a Valentine's Day-ish tutorial, but it's not gonna be like super glam with like eyelashes and things, because you know, life. So yeah, I have a lot to talk about today, so settle in, get a snack, pick your makeup and do your makeup with me. I don't care, but it's gonna be a long one. I'm just warning you. Anyways, so here we go. Alright, well, where do I even begin? I'm gonna do my foundation first. Well, primer and then foundation, obviously. So yeah, this week has been horrible. I am on antidepressants. I'm just gonna start off with a bang. So I'm on antidepressants because I've had severe anxiety and depression since I was like a kid. Like, I've always been anxious. I had some sort of depression, and I kind of never really realized it until I was older, and I had gone through so much with it that I was like, yeah, this isn't right. This doesn't make any sense for someone to be this like depressed and anxious all the time, even with like techniques and stuff. So when I was dating my now husband, he was like, yeah, no, you have depression. You need to take medication for it and see a therapist. And I was like, groundbreaking. I should try that. So literally groundbreaking, because I was like, I never thought to do that, to take medicine for your depression. So I started taking medicine. We worked our way up. We switched some stuff around and everything was fine up until about middle of last summer, I would say, when my husband and I had to like, there was like a whole bunch of things. My husband didn't have a job, and then we had to move because he had a new job, and just uprooting your life, because I've uprooted my life so many times that, yeah, it was just really hard for me, and a huge adjustment, being super duper vulnerable about this. But yeah, it was just really hard. So yeah, after a while I realized that my medicine isn't really working as well as I thought it would, or thought it should be. And I'm seeing a therapist, so there's that. But it's the like depression and anxiety that just keep getting worse. So yeah, I'm changing my medicine. I'm weaning myself off, and that's probably why I feel so crummy lately. I look super crazy right now, but hold on 1 minute. I just put my Makeup Forever HD foundation stick. I'm trying to get rid of this. I bought this last year thinking I was going to use it for my wedding. Didn't do that because it's not a foundation that I knew would last very long, because my wedding was going to be outside. Hold on, I'm spraying my Max Fix Plus that's in my all-nighter sprayer. So yeah, I'm weaning me off the current medicine that I was on. So that sucks. I've had like a ton of like your typical like withdrawal symptoms of like sweating and shaking, and of course more anxiety and depression, and it is not fun. In fact, today I almost didn't film because I was like, I don't even want to put makeup on. But my daughter, one of her friends from school, her mom messaged me last night and was like, hey, do you want to take the girls to the park? And I was like, yeah. So I'm putting some makeup on so I don't look like a complete ogre. Plus, I didn't wear makeup yesterday because both my kids were at home, and I was like, no freaking way. It's so weird. So my skin in real life this foundation looks super normal, but my arms are like red all the time. They're not sunburnt, they're just red. I hate them. I hate my arms. So it looks strange, but I guess once I put on like bronzer and stuff, this won't look as like a yellow mask, because in the camera that's exactly what it looks like, but in person it looks totally normal. Yeah, I really like this foundation. It's just not as long wearing as I'd like it. And actually it breaks up a lot around my nose and around my chin. When I tried it at first, I was like, oh, I really like this foundation for like a day-to-day wear, because it's a really nice foundation, but it didn't last very long. I used another foundation instead that I'm going to be using up hopefully this summer, because I bought it when I was like super tan for my wedding. Like, your girl was bronzed. So anyways, I'm all over the place today. I'm gonna do my concealer now. So yeah, that's what's been going on with me in the mental health department. It's been not fun at all. I would not wish anxiety and depression on literally anyone. But, you know, I just gotta deal with it and move on and figure out, you know, how to, you know, manage it and stuff, and I'll be fine. I mean, I've been on antidepressants long enough to know how they work and stuff, and I know that when they do work, it is life-changing. I don't get any anxiety attacks. I don't have, like, my depression and my sadnesses aren't as exacerbated. It's not like I'm a zombie or anything. It's just that they're not as, like, they just don't take over your life, which everyone has a different threshold of, like, stress and pain and sadness, and I felt like mine was really low all the time, and I thought it was just me being, like, an emotional person, but it turns out that I just don't handle stress well, and it very well could be from my depression, whatever. But yeah, anyway, I'm gonna blend this out. Take my sponge all over my face because I don't like the way just brush, I mean, a foundation like applies with just a brush with my skin. I feel like my skin's really textured and really dry, so it's really hard for me to put this foundation over my face. Like, I have to use a brush for the initial application, but to kind of just like go over everything and smooth it out and blend it, it's really helpful to have a dampened beauty sponge, because yeah, I just have really dry skin. Like, the tugging of my face with the brush in the foundation, like, that's why I spread. Okay, I don't even remember where I was. My mother-in-law just called, so my phone, since I filmed my phone, just totally, like, cut off. And I was just doing my eyebrows while I talked to her, because we talked for a little bit. So, yeah, I don't even remember where I was at. So, very sorry, just really abruptly stopped, and I totally lost my train of thought, which is typical of me. So yeah, I guess I can just move on to the next subject. I honestly don't even remember where I was going. Essentially, I'm changing medicine. It sucks, etc., etc. Yeah, anyway. So I did my eyebrows, and now I'm going to set my face with my powder. And I hate this thing. I love this powder. I hate the packaging. This, like, holy grooved, domed pan thing is irritating as crap, because I'm sitting here trying to, like, set my face and get my brush into the powder, and it just, like, I feel like it's messing up my brushes, and it's driving me bananas. So I'm gonna do the best I can with what I have. So yeah. I love this powder so much. It's like really light and airy, and it's not too cakey and heavy for like every day. I just really hate this packaging. And it's like a good price. It's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus powder. It's like a mineralized powder. It's super beautiful, pretty translucent, like it doesn't really change the color of my foundation once I set it, and I've used it with a few foundations. And it's wonderful when you can grab it. I just can't at this moment. Oh, by the way, to put my foundation on, I used an e.l.f. Foundation thing, brush. And this one I'm using to set because it's like a flat brush, like a paddle brush. It's the e.l.f. Blush brush, but I don't use it for blush. I use it to set my face since I bought it. Oh my gosh, I'm like so excited. I've been ready to read like a ton of books this year, and I think this year I'm going to start reading a ton of fantasies. I've never been super into fantasies until lately. Like last year I started reading, like really diving in, besides like Harry Potter. I think Harry Potter and like Twilight was the only thing I ever read that was like fantasy. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like the older I get, the more I want to read like classic fantasies, and I want to read like big series that everyone loves and just see like what the hype's all about, and just like have some fun and read like more fantastical things. I noticed last year whenever I would read like real life like autobiographies, like I would just get so depressed and it would make my depression so much worse. So I kind of feel like reading fantasies this year is kind of a way for me to help with some of my depression issues. I don't know. This Get Ready With Me is getting real deep real quick. Okay, so I'm going to also use my Real Techniques contour brush. Again, don't use it for contour. So I'm going to kind of get some powder like into the perimeters of my face and like around my hairline. I just don't like sticky foundation. Like, if the foundation is tacky in any way, it drives me bananas. I think it's so nasty. Don't ask me why. I just do. Like, if it's sticky or if it's still wet and like tacky, it's so gross to me, and I literally have no idea why. So, yeah. Done powdering my face. Then I'm going to take my bronzer. I'm going to take some on this crown brush. It's not a name, it's just like a bronzer contour brush. I'll kind of rub that in there. I kind of go ham with the bronzer. I don't know why I do this, but right now I'm just taking the excess on my forehead to give my forehead more of a rounder look instead of like the widow's peak that I have. Kind of bring some of this hair down a little bit. Oh my gosh, it looks crazy on camera, but it's not crazy in real life, I promise. But I will take my Real Techniques blush brush. Again, never use it for blush. And just kind of blend. That works. Anyway, so yeah, I'm reading fantasies. I'm really excited about it. I'm currently reading Holly Black's series, The Cruel Prince. I read it last year and I got really into it, but it was the first book in the series and she had just came out with it, so I had to wait for the second book. It's going to be a trilogy, I think. And so currently I'm reading The Wicked King, and I think I'm only like on the first few pages, so yeah, I haven't really gotten that much into it just yet, so I'll let you know. My husband's been dying for me to read the Lord of the Rings series, so that's next for sure. And then I want to read the Game of Thrones series, and then I don't know. We'll go from there. I'm just taking my e.l.f. blush in my Z pan with my Luxie 504 large angled brush. Because your girl likes a blushed cheek. When my hair is lighter, I don't really like this much blush on unless it's like a bronzy blush. But for some reason, when I have dark hair, I don't know, I feel like it makes my skin look youthful, and it won't be so crazy when I have highlighter on, but for right now it looks a little insane. I promise. It'll even itself out. So yeah, I'm gonna read some fantasies. This video is gonna be all over the place, so just, you know, hang on tight. Yeah. Now I'm gonna take my Franken highlighter on my Morphe 510. Yeah. I keep saying that. I'm being so weird on this video right now. And then I'm going to take my Wet n Wild, not a bronzer at all, in the shade Reserve Cabana. It's like a very subtle, I want to say like, I would use it as like a finishing powder. I'll take it on the Real Techniques contour brush, and I'll kind of just go over the bottom of my bronzer to kind of blend everything out, and then I'll kind of go over my blush just to make sure it doesn't come too far in my face. So you see how like that is? I'll just take it and I'll just blend with this. And I'll kind of blend out some of the highlight. Make sure it's not too in your face. And so yeah, I feel like that helps it a lot. I really like that for a finishing powder. That's probably like one of my third pans that I've gone through of that stuff. Stuff is magic. And then I'll take my blush on my nose. I know everyone's doing this now. It's like a thing, but I feel like it does make a difference if you do it kind of subtly. It like doesn't make your face look as like very obviously makeuped. Like there's not like a highlight. I'm just not into that anymore. I don't know, it's just not my thing. I don't like a super highlighted look. Okay. Sorry. All my brushes are right here. I'm gonna grab my eyeshadow brushes. I'm taking the Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions. I bought this last year before I decided to go cruelty free. I bought it for a wedding again because my wedding was gonna have like blushy tones and like maroon and navy, like, or like, I don't know. It was gonna be like pinky-ish. So yeah, I went ahead and picked this up to do my eye makeup. Didn't even use it. I didn't use it at all. But I've been using it here and there. I used it for Halloween when I did like a candied skull, or like a sugar skull makeup look thing. So yeah, I used it then. It's nice. I'm gonna prime my eyes. It's not coming out, it's driving me crazy. It squirted out, landed on my shirt. So, I mean, I'm not wearing the shirt now, obviously, because I'm just gonna put this on my eyes. This is just like how my week is going. I'm so excited, y'all. Like, look how much empty space is left in there. Like, tap it out. But yeah, it's just been one of those like weeks where I just don't feel like being an adult. I don't feel like doing anything. I just want to read all day, but I can't. I'm a mom. I gotta, like, you know, take care of my children's, take care of my house. Laundry doesn't do itself, neither do dishes or dinner. So yeah. Although I will tell you, I really look forward to nighttime when like the kids are in bed and my husband's like watching like a game or something because he's super into sports. And I just get to like veg out and like read or like watch YouTube videos and just like, oh my god, just zen and relax. It's like my favorite time of the day. It's my favorite thing to do for like me time. Sorry, I'm making sure that this eyeshadow base is not too like wet and cakey. I want it to be like kind of tacky. I haven't been setting my eyeshadow lately. I've only been setting my brow bone. Still with the L'Oreal Infallible Endless Pearl. Still using the same random crown brush. But I haven't been setting my whole eyeshadow. I watched Raw Beauty Christy, and she was talking about how she used to set her eyeshadow primer, and she like did half of her face in and the way she used to do it, and then half of her face on how she does it now. And she said that like, and I watched her like not set her eyeshadow primer, and then set her eyeshadow primer, and I was like, wow, like the side that she didn't set was very more much more pigmented, and I thought that the other side that was set would blend out better, but it didn't. And I was like, this is groundbreaking. So Robbie Christie doesn't set her eyeshadow primer, so I don't set my eyeshadow primer. So yeah, but I only set the brow bone just because I don't want my hooded eyes to get like closed off, so I'll set it up there so it's like a buffer, so the eyeshadow kind of won't stick as well up there, because now I know that like it won't stick. So you know what I mean. It's rambling, but you get it. And then I'm going to take my Luxie 205 brush, the tapered blending, and I'm going to take my little creme brulee. It's like almost done. I'm so excited. It's not even funny. Just going to take that and just blend. Honestly, I could just stop at this eyeshadow and I would be good for the day. Y'all, this eyeshadow is about to be done and I'm so excited because that means that I finished 2 more eyeshadow pans because I frankened this one with the rest of my other peach smoothie. I had 2 peach smoothies. I ordered the other one on accident. It was like in my cart for some reason when I went to order it off of Make a Peek a few years ago, and I accidentally ordered 2 of that one. And so I have 2 peach smoothies. One I literally haven't touched, and this one is almost done because I had a little bit of the peach smoothie left and I just mixed it in with my creme brulee because I dipped into both anyway, so I was like, well, why not when I repress it? So yeah, I don't have a lot left in there and I'm so freaking stoked. Look at that. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I'm gonna take my Huda Beauty Mauve Obsessions palette. I'm probably gonna go in with, I don't know, I'm kind of feeling this shade right here in the middle, this like taupey pink, taupey purple shade. I don't know, I'm just kind of feeling low maintenance today. Anyone else have those days? Ooh. She's pretty though, except for, y'all see that? I'm a hot mess today. my mirror right here. I'm sorry it's in the frame, but I only have so much area to work with. I want to eventually get a tripod for my phone so it can stand on its own. Right now I have it leaning against other things. It's low budget over here, y'all. I'm going to take this Coastal Scents, I don't know why I said Crown. Coastal Scents brush, dip it into the same shade, and just run that under my lash line. And then I'm going to take, I love this brush. It's the Coastal Scents and it's like that flat C. I'm going to take this shade into, wait, I have an idea. I love it when this happens. I'm going to take my Mr. Right Now pencil in whatever it's got. And then I'm going to take this brush and dip into this shade right here on the very tip of it, and I'm going to smoke this out on my lower lash line. Looks kind of crazy, but we're going to go back in with this pencil brush and maybe kind of dip into both of these shades, the pink and this taupe, to kind of smudge that out. It's kind of turning into like a grungy vibe. I'm digging it. And then I'm gonna take, God, none of my brushes are labeled. Really sorry about that. It's kind of like that. Half of my brushes I got in Ipsy, and the other half I kind of just ordered online like a long time ago when I was starting. But I'm gonna take this brush into that shade and kind of put this on my outer V here. I'm not a huge fan of this palette. I've used it a few times, and the shadows kind of don't want to blend together. And it's really difficult to use. Honestly, even if they were cruelty free, I would not repurchase any of her eyeshadows. They just don't want to jive together. Okay, this is turning out to be like way more smoky than I was intending, so let me fix that. There we go. Mixed her a little bit. Oh, my back. Honestly, this is as good as it's gonna get today. I'm so sorry. I'm putting out like crappy eyeshadow looks, but I'm just like, oh my gosh. I'm not using this. I'm not going anywhere. So, but as per usual, I'm gonna take my Be a Bombshell eye base in Submissive. Still haven't hit pan. Still haven't hit pan. I'm like so over this eye base. I'm ready for it to leave. Tap that on my lid with a flat shader brush, and then I kind of just blend it out with my finger before I put my lid shade on. I really wanted to do a halo eye, but my eyelids are really small, and this eyeshadow color specifically, they don't like to blend very well, and I feel like with a halo eye you really need to have eyeshadows with a good blend. So I'll probably save that for next week when I use my ColourPop shades to do like a blue and green look. I'm so looking forward to that. Like, that is like, if I could just do a colorful look like every day of my life, totally would. I'm just like, I will go grocery shopping in like a smoky blue, like deep eyeshadow look, and just have like be like, what? Like, I'm not going to a club. This is just my life. All right, now I'm going to take, on the flat synthetic brush, I'm going to take this, like, duochrome, like, pinky, orangey shade. It doesn't have any names for these, so I'm doing my best. Just, like, setting that eyeshadow base a little bit with the shade. And then I'm going to go in with my finger and kind of make it pop. Honestly, if you're a girl who has hooded eyelids, girl, don't be scared to put some shimmer in your crease. Especially like in the inner corner, I feel like you can get away with it. I just don't have all that lid space like some YouTubers have. Oh my gosh. Like Jackie Aina, or I cannot say her last name very well, but I'm obsessed with her channel and she has the best lid space. Or like Jaclyn Hill, I'm like, can I have some of that, please? Oh yeah. I wish you could see this in real life. It's just like, just really sparkly, really pretty. So yeah, that's what I have so far for the eyes. All right, I'm gonna take my Coastal Scents like mini buffing brush with my L'Oreal Infallible Shadow in Iced Latte. Again, as per usual. And pop that on my inner corner. I'm not being very chatty at the end of this video. I'm just like in the zone right now. Okay, so yeah, got the completed eyeshadow look. I think I'm gonna run some, what's it called? Eyeliner in my waterline. Pop on some eyeshadow, or eyeshadow. Oh my god, I can't talk today. Pop on some eyeliner, pop on some lashes, spray my face, and then I'll be back to show you the final makeup look. Alright, I have you up close to see because I feel like the light was washing me out, but this is the final look. Alright, so yeah, this is the Valentine's Day sultry look. I didn't really have this in mind, but I feel like the look turned out really good. I ended up topping the lid off with Lime Crime. They're called Diamond Crushers, in the shade Lit. I love this shade. It has like a, it's kind of washed out, but it's like a pink base with like gold and silver glitters in it. Oh, there you go. And then it's just really shiny. It's really pretty. I just tapped that on the lid. And so yeah, thank you for watching. If you made it all the way through, it's a really long video. I promise that it'll get a little shorter. But yeah, like if you like this video, if you want to see more Get Ready With Me's, or if you want to see a specific look, Get Ready With Me. Look out next week for that blue green like bright tutorial because I'm so ready for it. And yeah, comment if you like this look, or if you know if you want to see something else. Like I said, subscribe if you haven't subscribed already, and until the next time, bye.